really happening here today?
I am Alfonso Reed, a community leader and businessman from the community of Llandewey. But what we are having this evening, it is a celebration that both the community and the St. Thomas Cultural Heritage Steering Group has come together to host in favor of the young at art and to continue that rejuvenated flame into the youths and even the elders at art.
We get to understand that maybe members of the diaspora have played a part into this. There's a plan afoot to develop the community through the diaspora. Tell us the diaspora. Tell us a little bit about that.
All right. This thing has stemmed through Mr. Clive Morrison, who is well known within the community. From this community, Mount Sinai to be exact, that the community center actually located in. And you have Mr. Rudy Page, who really come on board to make this a reality and a dream come true. Not only for Mr. Morrison or myself, but for the entire St. Thomas region. And as I always say, I am proud to be a part of this, and I am committed to do my best. You have Mr. Rudy Page, you have Miss Jennifer Edwards, you have Miss Femi Bogle, Mr. Richard Lewin, and many others on the international side, the diaspora side, that really contribute and help this to be what it is today. And as far as you are seeing that the youths are really enjoying themselves. And they're not so young at heart. You can see the rejuvenation, because it has been a while nothing like this has happened right at this very spot. So I am happy, that this had happened, and as I am seeing, it is a success. I can see that it is a sell-off, and I just want to say thank you to the diaspora and those persons who have committed to the change of this community. The whole entire Llandewey, from Ramble right down to Islington and the wider St. Thomas. I just want to say thank you, guys.
We are having a celebration today.
Yes.
And it is significant
yes.
to the development afoot.
Yes.
So if this development comes to fruition,
right.
What would that look like for the community?
And I wouldn't use the word if, I would say when. Because this development and the rechange, you understand, of this community through this burning passion that driven for those persons who really determined to see a change, a positive change in the youth and within the wider community to in order to what I would say resonate with the 4 R's concept, which is the brainchild of Mr. Clive Morris. No, I would say no. I want for a better word to say, which what I would say now, fumigate the entire year. You understand? Now, with the restoration of the Judgment Cliff monument and the restoration of the community center, you understand, it is a plus because it would empower the youth. There will be skill training, there will be health center facilities, there will be many skilled area. We are looking to have like homework center here as well. You understand? We want to have classroom here, and this is what the returning resident and the diaspora is pushing. You understand? This is driven from within, and I appreciative of it, and I approve of it. You understand? These persons want to come back in the community, to resettle, to retire, and live at peace in this community. And hence I'm happy to be a part of the process.
I want you to speak to the people of the community of which you serve.
Yes.
Tell them what is it that you want them to know.
All right. From me to the community, what I would love to see the community doing is to come together, to move away from the single-mindedness, to rejuvenate that community spirit. We come together. If something happens to one member in the community, it should affect all. You understand? When we are having community events, with that community spirit, with that passion, that fire that is burning now within this ego. You understand? This flame, this torch that has been lit by the returning resident and the diaspora who form the St. Thomas Heritage Steering Group. I am saying to the community, now is the time for action. Now is the time for us to rise and shine. You understand? It's now or never. You understand? We want to move away from the negative influence, the negative past, and to come within the present and the future of this entire community. We want the rejuvenation of the youthfulness. We want to see the youth club rise back. We want to see them linking along with the police youth club. We want to see the whole community development, the infrastructure. I want to see this community come together where even if someone from the political side come in this community, they have to come good. And this is what I'm asking the community for, is to come together in love, in unity, and in oneness. Together, we will achieve. United we stand, and divided we fall.
I'm taking it you're asking persons to come together under what grounds? What is it that you're putting in place for persons to come together and have commonality through?
All right, with the intervention of the whole socio-economics from the diaspora pushing within the youths, within this community, the development that they are bringing to the community, the whole ecotourism system, you understand, next year coming, there will be a lot of ecotourism activity. We want to revive all the heritage sites from Ramble up in Cocoa Walk right down to Islington and across the wider St. Thomas. We want to sell St. Thomas. We want the youth to involve now in like sculpture, art design, the whole artifacts, movement, bringing back youthfulness, vibrantness. We want to earn. You understand? We have the Judgment Cliff, which is a big ecotourism earner. We have other sites. You understand? Remember, Paul Bogle is from this parish. You understand? And we are saying we need, it is time we make our ancestors be proud of us. It is time we move away from selfishness and single-mindedness and stand up for what we were. Stand up for what our ancestors fought for.
I take it that you have regular community meetings.
Yes, and we want to have it even more regular. I am pushing now for most of the community meetings to start keeping now at the community center. And I am taking now the opportunity to call on the wider diaspora to really come on board to contribute to the whole overall development, you know, the new energy that is infiltrated in the minds of the youth, resonating with the 4 R's. You understand the whole concept of reasoning, you understand reassuring the youths a new life, new hope. And this is what Mr. Rudy Page, as the leader of the whole organization, bringing to this community.
I have taken that there are major businesses around this part of the community.
Yes.
When I'm coming in, I see big, huge establishments.
Yes.
In your community.
Yes.
Right. What are these establishments doing to assist the community in its development process?
All right. Let me say the business establishment, and I will deal with this community and the wider St. Thomas. One of the things that I have noticed, and this is my humble opinion, is that the private sector in St. Thomas in general is a bit weak. We doesn't speak out as if in Kingston, you know, if something happened in Kingston, then the government would have to act immediately, because that force, the combination of the private sector along with vocal citizens is there, so the government have to act. That is not, for me, is not seen active in St. Thomas, really. In this section, and I would say Western St. Thomas, the private sector is not really active in Western St. Thomas as it should.
When I'm coming in on this road, yes. When I hit the stoplight,
yes,
and turn on this road,
yes,
the establishment that I've seen,
yes,
could easily recreate this community center
by far,
with a drop of the bucket.
by far.
So when you look at that and you look at the diaspora,
Right.
with the combination,
Yes.
I think we're supposed to be on our way to reaping some serious success.
Of success.
The
yes.
next thing that I've seen is the beautiful river.
Yes.
How can that help us in the development of the
All
community?
right. I want to push across a few business pointers. If most of the business persons like myself would really think community, it would have been better. I am one person that really contributes to this community, and that is why I am here today pushing this movement, this event, you understand, ensuring without garnering a cent in my pocket from it, that all of what is happening here be a success. Like, for example, back to school. If all the quarries that is along the stretch from you turning right to where I am in Llandewey come together each year and treat the children for back to school, trust me, oftentimes the parents wouldn't have to be struggling to find or to make two ends meet, because the amount of quarries that align this section, if they come together and even put up a $200,000 from each quarry, with the amount of students and school children, back to school can be a success, and a lot of the burden can be eased off the parents. Also, we as business persons should come together and make an input in the community. You understand? Stop looking for politicians to do this for us. Come together with the community and do it for ourselves. For example, the roads need to bush. You understand? We have heavy equipment moving to and from. The spillage of the material on the road, that can become a form of employment. You can have persons on the road, you understand, cleaning up this debris, keeping the road free of debris, you understand? And we can pool the funding together to pay persons. And this is a big boost for not only just Western St. Thomas, Llandewey, for the entire St. Thomas period, because if you travel along the road and you look at it, the amount of spillage, if we would just pool some form of funding together to pay persons, you understand, with an equipment out there to just keep the road clean on a daily basis, it would also put a dent in terms of the unemployment rate in St. Thomas. Also, there is a 3% tax that we have to pay over every year. This now, I am talking to government. Government can use back a percentage of this tax that we are paying to help refix our road and to ensure that we have proper road to drive on and have a better community to live.
With this coming together of the community, I take it that it provides a vehicle. It provides a vehicle.
I didn't get that.
With this coming together of the community, I'm taking it that it provides a vehicle.
Yes.
So we can actually approach these big establishments and ask them for what we want.
Definitely.
So we can actually do the things that we want. Because if we sit down and wait on them to develop the impetus to do something, it will never happen. So enforcing, we will actually come together and tell them what it is that we want them to do and hold them to that task. What say you?
I am saying, along with even the police, which I must say to you that we have some good police officers in this division, because they try to interact with the youth and even the business associates. What we need to do, and this now includes the returning resident, the wider diaspora, and the St. Thomas Cultural Heritage Steering Group, we can sit down, come up with a proposal, and send it to each and every business office. And coming out of that, in my humble opinion and views, we can form a coalition, and this can help to rebuild the whole structure of the community, change lives of the citizens. You understand, as we go along. The river, as you put it, need proper training, proper guidance. And once all of these things combine and put in place, we can generate a wealth of income, and this can put a dent in terms of the unemployment rate, in terms of the life of students going to waste, children, moving, as I would say, in a negative way, because all the youths would be seeing is just positiveness. And then once you have a positive framework, it would be hard for a youth to really go astray, or take the wrong path. And for this, again, I take the privilege and the opportunity to big up the St. Thomas Cultural Heritage Steering Group for the work that they are doing and for what they are about to do, and including Mr. Paul Burke. You understand? And I just want to, say a big thank you to all of these persons, including, the current councillor who had made a contribution toward the whole event, not as a political representative, but as a community member.
And
I just want to say thank you.
And I must take the privilege to say thank you too for inviting us here at this event and having a chat with us here at Studio 99. It's a pleasure. It's a privilege. We did enjoy the day.
Every time and any time.
We're looking forward
and you are always welcome. And I want to say to the wider Jamaica and the diaspora, this area is a safe area and you are all welcome. When you come here, you will feel love, you will be taken care of. Welcome, welcome. I also want to take this opportunity to say to you guys, come up with the donation, support the initiative, support the move, support the dreams and the ideas of true leaders that born out of this country, both abroad and abroad, come together and let us do this thing and it will be a success. One love.
I was also looking forward to being invited to the river. I hope that when we come next year, we would be invited to the river and we would have seen something very smart done to the river that is very accommodative to us, so we can actually put on an event on the river. You know what I mean? We could actually invite a couple of persons to the river and have some fun, because the potential is there. There's a lot of big equipment here in the community that can easily get that done. And I suspect that that would be easily done with a little help from the cement company, which is actually in the community here, right? And the premix, to kind of board up a little area and get something done so we can actually have some fun in the riverbed. With that said, I want to thank you for a chat, and hopefully we can do it again next year.
Welcome.
Is there any last words that you want to throw in?
Well, I just want to say to you, I'm happy to have you here. I am happy that you accepted the invitation, and I know next year when you come, you will see a lot of changes. You will see some design that you will love, and you will have an access to our beautiful river. You yourself will even want to go and take a dip when we're done, because the whole thing will be redesigned, you understand, and infrastructure work will actually be putting together. So you will see a lot of change. I want to say bless up again to Mr. Rudy Page, Mr. Clive Morris, Mr. Richard Lewin, Jennifer Edwards, to all the group, Femi Bogle, Pam, Patrick Ogilvie, you know yourself, Barrington Henry. I just want to say shout out to you guys. One love, love you all. One big celebration. This is August 6th, the Llandewey community celebrating its independent extravaganza. One love, guys. Love you, love you, love you.
I was speaking to the brilliant Mr. Ushnil Doyley today. Today we are at the Llandewey Independent Celebration Extravaganza. And we're here in St. Thomas doing some wonderful work. Mr. Ushdeel Doyley. Mr. Ushdeel Doyley, tell us, how did you find yourself all the way from Manchester, as we know you're from, to this place here actually on the opposite side of the island?
Well, it's basically doing what I love best, doing artwork around schools, and I was requested by Grantspent Primary School, which engaged me with the principal, and the principal introduced me to the Windrush group that sponsors organizations and do a lot of projects around the island, and they had elected me to do the restoration of the monument, the Judgment Cliff monument. And in addition, the gentleman who is the person for the community engaged me in doing something for them on this day. And it does prick my heart to do something for them and live with them out of love.
Out of love and respect.
Give thanks to Jesus.
Give thanks to Jesus. Yes. As you know, the Windrush team was led by Mr. Rudy Page. And then we also have the Under the Reggae Tree team from Mr. Dean Roden. I'm sure you're acquainted with these names.
I'm just meeting everybody.
Yes.
So I'm still.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about your art work. How did you start?
Well, it's a God-gifting talent. Yeah. It has been gifted to me by Jesus alone, and I perceive that He uses me to do His work through me. Everywhere I go, anything I do, I prosper in it. And that is evident that Jesus is working in me. Because sometimes even on the job, sometimes I leave my tape measure and I leave my level to get my line straight. And just a prayer, just a simple prayer, and believe. And just starting working, and when I step back, the precision is perfect. The proportion is perfect. Everything about the art is perfect, and that again is evident that was just Jesus and Him alone. That was never me. So that builds my interest and passion to do more, to want to see Jesus do more, and getting to know Jesus more in the artwork, and how He had made me to be a perfectionist. I literally do stuff that marveled people. People stand up and amaze and say, how you do that? And then I would just, in myself, I would, with pleasure, let them understand that this is just work. This is just the grace and love of Jesus working in me. Some people who is not a believer who just cut the conversation and walk away, while some would enthuse to want to get to know this Jesus I'm talking about. So it's a big, wide experience, non-stop experience, everyday experience.
Tell us about some of the other works that you have done.
I've done work mostly in schools because I love when children relate to my work. I love when a child can see a carrot, a yam, a banana. So I draw realistic. I'm passionate in portraits. So whenever I'm doing a Miss Lou or a Bob Marley or a Marcus Garvey, I try to make them be the spitting image. So when a child see the image, I say, that's Nanny on the $500 bill. I say yes. And that it moves something in me to even improve more. And every year I improve more. So when I used to take an hour to do a portrait, now it's 15 minutes. And I give Jesus thanks for that.
Tell us about some of the places that we can look to for some of your work.
Okay, so Port Royal is one of them. Donald Quarry High School, my former high school. I was the one that Jesus elected to do the big man, Donald Quarry, with his portrait and the facelift with the track. Danny's Marina, that is a seafood restaurant at Harborview, seashore. I do a couple signs on the container that they do, fishing supplies, gift shops, mostly business shops. One is in Harborview behind the doctor's office, and I did a couple of artwork at the Plaza, Bay Plaza, where you see the gaming on the shutter with the wine glass. It's just right on the front. You can't miss it. That is the first plaza you pass before you reach the stoplight at the Rocky Park to come to Harborview, to reach Donald Quarry, to cross the bridge. I did Port Royal Primary School. I did. I'm currently doing now Harborview Primary School and Mavisville Prep School. Yeah, and other schools is George's Girls. I do a lovely portrait of Miss Lou. That's on Duke Street, right? Just a walk foot below, above Parliament, House of Parliament. It's right on the main road, just before you reach Parliament. And the heroes as well, on the front. And there's another painting on Aloysius, St. Aloysius wall with a lovely scenery of a little water and a sun graze on Duke Street. Can't miss it. Aloysius is the first one you see, and then you see that Aloysius and George's Girl is next to each other. Can't miss it. I did artwork at that basic school where the crab people sell the crab. That school, that's my artwork. You drive past and see
and
with the heroes. Yes. I forgot the name of Vouch. Yeah. So when you go inside, you will see the and I think I did that for Independence Day as well. In the 53, Independence 53, Jamaica, with the hummingbird. Just right on the front, can't miss it. I did a Campari, a gas shop. I just supplied the community with gas, and I designed it like a bamboo, like a wood lot. So it's right below Guardsman. That is the turn up before you reach South Camp Road. It's right at the stoplight. So, and there's many more, but I can't remember the avenues. But the ones that I can drive past and see. I do a couple shops downtown as well. Quick Flash, Tajay's Hats, that's on King Street. Yeah.
Quite a lot.
And I give Jesus again thanks for that exposure.
And you're here doing this piece for the Llandewey Community Center.
And I just recently did a marketing logo for the Grand Excelsior Hotel. That they build a Jamaica sign, like a monument, concrete, and I designed like the flag wrap around the letters, the flag color.
So are you just an artist alone, or you have a side job, or is the artist work is your only source of income?
Okay, so I have a side job, a full-time job as a watchman, and this job now is what I do mainly in the days. It's a night security as a caretaker, and in the day now I get the privilege to go all over the island and do artwork in schools, mostly schools.
So, and you're here now doing this piece for the Llandewey Community Center. How do you feel about this event? This event that has been championed by Mr. Alfonso Reed. Talk to us about that.
The energy, the environment, it's paradise here. You know, and when I look on the mountain, I see it's a very perfect place to have a devotion and a one-on-one chat with Jesus. The people is very warm, loving. Everybody is just unite together. You know, I see everybody looking out for each other. I'm like, wow. And the amazing thing what I love here is the river, the natural river, and the luscious green hills. Every 5 to 10 minutes I would stop in and graze another look on the mountains. It is exceptionally beautiful.
I'm sure that this piece of beauty is going to show up into your work in the future. Thank you, Mr. Doyle, for having a chat with us here at the Uptown link of the Studio 99 and We Be That Media House. Thank you again for having a chat with us.
A pleasure.
Today we are having a extravaganza celebration and we are in the community center venue speaking to a gentleman from the community. So Mr. Simpson, could you tell us, how are you feeling about today?
Well, I am feeling good afternoon and I'm feeling very happy about today because at least you can see how much the children is enjoying the ride, the bounce about, the water slide. You see how they are very much excited, at least especially enjoying the water slide in the community today. And also I can see how they've been moving towards having their popcorn and enjoying it. And I know a little later on they will be also enjoying most of the sport game that is going to be taking place here on the ground. We are very happy and we really appreciate it a lot for the group that really sponsor today. You know, it's an holiday and this place, community and this area, it's always been a ground where my grandpeople, parents would have told me about, and they would have been coming down on a day like this and they would be having a big celebration. And you know, they would be having, crown the person who would have been the queen for the year. All of those things would have been taking place here. It's a popular ground, where people would be always looking forward in the past, to come and to really enjoy. So today we are really happy, we are really glad to know that at least today we can be back on the ground. And I know a little later on you are going to be seeing more persons coming from the Ramber Window Forest community coming down, and they will be also enjoying most of what will be taking place here.
You mentioned family vaguely. Tell me, you must have a rich family background from this community.
I am from further up in Riverhead, and the person who grew me, he was a justice of the peace, and my Mr. Asenshaw, and also is that my grandmother, was one of the person who always involved in the community activity. He also involved in a lot of the community activity, such as Deacon for the Church, Secretary, and the different JS group that always been taking place, around. So a lot of persons will always come to the house, to get their documents signed.
What's your occupation?
Well, at the moment, I am a mail courier. I take the mail from Yalas to Lloyd's. I generally take it to Llandewey here, but unfortunately, the post office in Llandewey has been closed. We're really happy if it would be really open back, because there's a lot of persons from this area have to journey down, right back down to Yalas to pick up their mail. There are times I have to really be helping them, just to assist them to really bring up their mail for them when they ask me to do so.
What would you like to see? I know we're having a wonderful fun day today, but for your community, what would you like to see happen to bring it up to par?
Well, at the moment, we have this community center, and from we have a storm, the top has gone. And it has been here, and you can see it is just only the building that really stands there. And there is no cover on the building. And we really would be very happy if we could really have this building, refurbished back, for the community to have it, to enjoy themselves. And also we could have the community center where persons could at least learn some form of skill. So at least we're really happy and we really appreciate, something like that, at least for the community. If you look across, you would have been seeing that hill over there that they call Judgment Cliff. So there's a lot of people, tourists, who would have come and they would have stopped by. Some would have really go up by the trail just to see what up there is like. Person would have read about it. It was a community that go down, and the history is further down there on a block down there. So, it's a community with big history.
In your community, what is the divide, if there's any, between the seniors like yourself and the little ones that are coming?
Well, at the moment, I don't really see any division.
Yeah.
Because if there is a community event to be taking place, you'll be having the senior will be coming out. And the smaller one will be coming out, and at least they will have a very good interaction. Especially the seniors will be coming to see the younger one really playing the football, especially even on a Sunday afternoon. So when you come here on a Sunday afternoon, you would have been seeing the whole of that area, has been covered off with older folks and young people. So if you are here up to at least 5, 6 o'clock, you will be seeing great things.
Wow.
I have a little boy who is my godson.
Yes.
He is with me from he is one in liquor.
Yes.
And he just stick by me.
Yes.
And I really give God thanks for him, and at least we work together very closely, doing fairly well.
Yes.
And especially in business, I recognize that he loves business along with his schoolwork. He at the moment he do chicken, he do pigs, and I do the bees, so he would have gone into the bees with me. There are times it's really like a stucky situation, even right now, back to school, and he would have been, appreciate assistant and help, because at times it is just myself alone and him who really have to do, the backing up to put things together. But at least I really give God thanks, and he's going to St. Thomas Technical at the moment, doing fairly well. And as I say, I give God thanks for him, and he's trying to do his endeavor best, and I'm praying that God will continue to help him, to do as much, as he
Could you let us meet him?
Yes. Damien? Okay.
Nice to meet you, Damien. We hear all the wonderful things about you. Yes. How do you plan to keep up all this entrepreneurship, in your community?
Good afternoon and nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
I would stay in business because I want to achieve more. Yeah.
How do you learn about, doing the...
I watch people doing business and learn from them.
And do you watch your grandfather?
Yes.
And you learn from him?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Like when he is in the bees, I put on my veil and go in there as well and watch him how he does it. And I learn off what he do and do the same.
What are the other things that you watch your grandfather do?
Slaughter chicken.
Okay. You are a fairly young boy. Tell us about your school. Do you have friends at school?
Yes, sir.
And they are inclined to business like you?
Not all of them.
It's really nice to meet you again, and please keep up the good work.
Yes.
And just to add to that, once when I see how excited he was in doing it, especially the chicken rearing, we send down a letter to, IPRO asking, for some assistance, but unfortunately, they did not respond, but we hope and trust that, something will, come up because, there are times, as I say, what come in, we have to be pouring it out back post, helping with school, because even for journeying for school during the course of, it's like a 10,000 dollars per week. It's really a rough time, but we trust God, and we give God thanks even for others who really give their help, and their support.
It's such a uplifting message that you're sending to the community by investing in your grandson, watching him grow,
yes,
being the example for him. Do you think the community is emulating in any ways from this action of yours?
I give God thanks for my neighbor, because even when I left and would have gone to work, he is a person who is willing to help and willing to work. So he will go by the neighbor, and your neighbor will, give him any little thing to do, and, give him something, and at least when I would have come back home, he would say, Brother Dan, I go by next door today, and, I were able to at least help them to do something, and this is what I receive, and, yes. So, the community, team persons around, they really give helping hand, and support, in whatsoever way, they can.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Yes.
Simpson. I have the privilege to speak to Miss Pamela Box, Mrs. Pamela Box, right? She is, we would say, integral in the community citizenry, and so she's going to tell us a little bit about who is Pamela Box in this community.
Well, I'm just Pamela. I'm the president for the CDC, Llandewey Community Development Committee. I'm here for over the years.
For how many years?
From when I was a child.
Okay. What's happening here today?
Well, as you can see, they have in the Llandewey Independent Extravaganza. They have been like football, they're supposed to, football, slides and all of that for the kids. Kids enjoying themselves, of course. And it's a push in the community to get the community together.
Yes.
It's a togetherness, including adults, children, passers-by, everybody to enjoy.
Wow. And what is this doing for the community in your experience, based on what the community was a year ago?
Well, for a while, community is a difficult task.
Yes.
To develop a community, because sometimes when you try, you will have some people who refuse to participate, and it's like pulling teeth to get in community together. You have to have that patience and that push to really get things together. So that's what we are trying to do.
Yes.
to get back. Because on several occasions, we start other development. It start okay and then it go down. Because you find, especially the young people don't take part.
The community, we are in actually rural St. Thomas, am I right?
It's sort of rural, of course.
Yes, so...
In the sense of we are so near to Yallas, but yet it's sort of rural, and because of development, we have road problem, and we don't get a good feedback from the government body.
You have a lot of farmers in the community.
When you talk about farmers, we have a lot of farmers, we don't have good road and things. So we have with Llandewey JS group, we have with women's group where that gone down because people won't attend. But the farming era, that's good, it's very strong because people, enough young people, especially women, in farming.
Other than farming, what are some of the things that young people here participate in?
Well, young people participate in football, cricket match. Enough of them work out of the community. Like if they get job, they graduate and so on, it's out of the community. But it's sort of stagnant.
Yeah, when I come here and see what's happening, I see the excitement on the faces of the people. How often something like this take place in Llandewey?
Not often. For a while, Llandewey was one of the leading community when it comes to sports, you know. It was one of the leading community when it comes to sports. You hear it on news and all that. All Sunday, Saturday evening, today, like today, down here full with all kind of activities. But then it just break down. We don't have a community center, of course, and sometimes they go to Ramble, like in the evenings. Sometimes something start up where they have matches and so on, but you know, you just, it's up and down, you have a downfall. And work from the center mash up.
When you think about development of your community, right? What are some of the things you'd like to see happen?
Honestly, I like the community center fixed. That's the priority right now for the youths. Roads, if we get the community center fixed, we can have like training, like we can get somebody from art to train young people in different capacities. You understand? Because you have a lot of young ladies who have kids and all of that. Can teach them to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Baking, sewing, into like embroidery and all those things. SDC competitions and all that. So it is good, and if they get an art certificate, it can take them far, far. Because you have from level 1 up. It's just like when you go to level 4, like a university certificate you have, you can go anywhere and get a job. So if we get the community center in place and you get working, of course we will get help from SDC, etc. Art, NTA, and develop the community. Rather, agriculture, that's one of the leading things, you know, we have to have food.
Yes.
Yeah, and we get good support from RADA. Yeah. We get a lot of support from RADA, and we get more young people involved in it. Because even the bee thing, the bees training, they could money the on it.
Yes.
So you know, if them they can do it and capitalize on it and get through and make a man or a woman of themselves.
The persons who make this possible, maybe you are not familiar with most of them, including the Windrush diaspora team. There are persons in the community who also assist to make this possible. What would you like to say to them?
Thumbs up. It's a good move, very important, and I appreciate it. And I just wish it continue and be a success. And people from the community who work with them, I'm proud of them.
I understand that there is a plan afoot to is assisting in building up the community center, refurbish the old scenery, the football pitch, and kind of uplift the face of the community through this area. How do you feel about that?
Great. That would be so good for the community. It would bring the community a far way.
And so this event is kind of a starting process, so we're looking for interested persons to be a part of it from the community. Is there anyone that you can recommend?
To be a part of it?
A part of the development of this process.
I mean, so many, well, Ogilvy is there, Mr. Reed is there. I think Grant is there. And we need some, like, even from the churches. We need people like those to take part. The police, I don't know if they are there, but like the police and all of that, SDC, yeah, and Water Commission on board,
yes,
NWA on board, Parish Council, who's supposed to play a key role in community, supposed to be on board. So people like those to lift the community.
When you think about assets that can assist the process of development, such as you have a river, I realize you have a strong river running through the community.
Well, like the river, we're supposed to can get, like building the community, we're supposed to can get sand from the river because we have a boundary where the center and the river. So that means a section of the river is supposed to be for the community center right here on this plot of land. So we're supposed to can get sand, stone, whatever we need from that. So, we don't know.
Well, you already have mining going on in this community, yes?
As far as I know about mining, once you're mining in the area, you're supposed to, it's a must that you give back to the community. You understand? That's how I understand it. They're supposed to give to the community. I don't know if they are doing that. I don't know. I couldn't say. But by right, they're supposed to do that.
Community can evolve excluding the politicians. Do you believe in that?
Yeah. Yeah, you know why? Because as a farmers group, we don't depend on politicians. You do that on your own, right? We don't depend on politicians. We used to have this women's group where we started a project. Unfortunately, it died down, but where we make wines, processed foods, and all of that. We sell. We get our own money. You understand? So you can do that. They can do tambourine ball, because Sue's Cottage did have a big tambourine ball firm. Come through the same women's group, but not from here, from Seaford. So they can help themselves. Once you learn something, you can make a man or a woman after it tomorrow.
For persons who want to come in and assist in the development program, is violence a deterrent to these persons from the community?
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. I wouldn't say yes or no. It all depends on the approach and how they do it. You know?
Yeah.
So.
What is the level of violence?
Violence?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
I said we have done good assessment. Comparison to other places, it's not really that bad, you know. We have really a lot in it though.
Okay.
That's a big thing here. But yeah, you know, you will have violence here and there, but not as.
It's a very nice chat. And thank you for coming in and having a chat with us.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
This event is a great thing.
Yeah.
The Center of Llandewey.
Yeah.
Second center built in a Jamaica village hall. My father carried me here when I was a little baby boy.
Yeah.
There's this thing what I deal with. I love it. Great thing we're doing. And then some for the youth them. I'm going to build there for me also. Village yard, one little four corner building. My father and mother used to come here and dance. I took my father around for car, me and the car back, park about that so. And my father one name Bundy, Fuller, Martin back, and the Monday. They were the grew me. See me to a big cricketer. PFL, Parish, St. Thomas Parish. Kariaso. There's another greatest little cricketer come from here. But Perry, I hear Perry Duncan. Him. I want him to Brown, Keras Brown, Tobacco man them. Them man there. Neck down here so. I mean, the one down here look better. Me a grand boy, Peter grand boy me get. Me a get a granddaughter. Peter grand boy. And then me a live for right now. Real. I mean, God only I do. God. See. But this center here, me will find it, you know. Better build it up. When little one lick down, this. Well, I tell all of them. This is the zinc back again. Cars. See the sand, stone, anything. I don't cement it one.
Bless up again to Mr. Rudy Page, Mr. Clive Morris, Mr. Richard Lewin, Jennifer Edwards, to all the group, Femi Bogle, Pam, Patrick Ogilvie, you know yourself, Barrington Henry. I just want to say shout out to you guys. One love, love you all. One big celebration. This is August 6th, the Llandewey community celebrating its independent extravaganza. One love, guys. Love you, love you, love you.